Console mic switch off. On.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to The Breakfast Show. And in today's show, we're going to give you the notices. Plus, there is a big show that we're doing for Christmas Day. But it's not a joint show, but we are doing a big show. Yes, I can elaborate on that. DJ Megatron's here again to tell you. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not been advertised properly due to sort of COVID reasons and everything, but hey-ho! So, yeah. And we've got Eprox on the show. We have. And James isn't here because he's not very well. Well, I've not been very... So I could have been doing this show aloner. You could have. But instead, I've got DJ Megatron with me. Now, obviously, Eprox are on. I don't know if you know. You've seen their page. DJ Aubryn, well, Claude Schoolbone is his new name, as he goes by. And have you seen the amount of slagging off that he's done with... I have indeed. And DJ Gates, we did an interview with him at Open Music. And apparently he said he feels that Claude Schoolbone is the narcissistic one. Yeah. There was an argument that they've had, like... He said he is just the most annoying person ever. And he's the one that just does drugs and doesn't care about the band. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think roughly, I mean, we're going to hear later on in the show. I mean, you know, we wanted to, unfortunately, we couldn't get everything that we wanted to in the interview. But I did feel that it was a very good interview. You know, Claude saying that he had to come off drugs because of health reasons. But he's still doing them. Yeah. Because his Open Music interview, I mean, you feel like the stuff that he's telling the fans is very jarred. But he wants to tell, like, his fans... I think he feels that Gates is narcissistic. Gates feels that, you know, Claude is narcissistic. Oh my gosh. But we've also got in the studio today Gary Morph. We have indeed. Sorry, not Gary. Yeah, Gary Morph. Bloody hell. We haven't had him in for a while, so... Yeah, and it probably might be the last time we have him for a while. Oh, dear. We're not in our new studio anyway, so I have to... I say our new studio, it's our old studio, but... For press release purposes. Oh, I hate that, our press release. Yeah. The spring opening. Again, which is put off due to bloody... Oh, I know. So, I'm going to let you talk about, because this interview, just going back to it a little bit, the one thing that I like about it, because I've already heard it, a little bit of it, Claude says about how how Josh Knight oh, yeah, because he talks about Josh in it. Yeah. So, obviously, we will come to the interview at some point in the show. I felt, though, what was really hard when he was off the microphone, when he was saying stuff about the fact that, you know, because I try to make him say, you know, you're against drugs, fans or whatever. And he said that he didn't like the fans doing the drugs. try not to put too much off, but he didn't like the fans. No. Doing drugs. But I think, it was like him doing drugs was fine, and him walking off stage too. Again, he's going to talk more about walking off stage. I hope he talks about that. Yeah, because what did Gates say? Well, Gates said in his interview that he was completely arrogant towards the fans and arrogant towards the whole band and arrogant to the press. And that was his anger he was just angry and arrogant, and it was just all blown up. And it has really annoyed the band, and it's been one of the biggest things that's been written so far. Even to the point where it cheesed Sonic Ivel off, because Sonic Ivel said he's not going to release anything. No, he's been kind of quiet about it, because he didn't want to be saying anything, but he kind of knew. He was at one of the shows where it all happened, where it all kicked off. Gosh, yeah. And it was like, because I think what's happened is he has, that's it. I'm against corporate stuff. So where the corporate stuff's involved, Claude just doesn't like corporate stuff. So because he doesn't like corporate stuff, he's kind of got angry with all these tabloids and everything. Yep. Because he even, like Kerrang, somebody from Kerrang magazine, he wouldn't talk to somebody from Kerrang magazine on one of his earlier tours. Oh yeah, well that was ages ago. Yeah, so he's done the very same thing. Take it literally. And he put a few, he's upset quite a lot of people in the band. Well, he hasn't upset everybody. But I think Gates feels shut out. It's not like the old days of Eprox and I think the drugs have come in and really destroyed everything because, I think, like you say, he came out in this interview and really, really spoke about it, whereas in other interviews he hasn't. And you feel like he's been closed off. Like he put something out on his Facebook page towards all the fans, what's been happening. But I think it's more drug-related than actual medical issues. But I just think that's how it is. It is what it is. I mean, if you're ill, you're ill. So be it. But anyway, we've got a lot compact in this show. I would sit back and enjoy where you can. Yeah, sit back and enjoy. Or sit back and be miserable. Whichever way you want to be. Why is this not going out?